Hey, greetings, my action figure collector aficionados. Today we have Studio Series 86 Transformers the movie Bonecrusher. And hey, before we get started, please be kind enough to subscribe to this channel, like the video, share this video with your fellow action figure collector aficionados. It would be greatly appreciated. And also comment down below. I'm always looking forward to talking Transformers. So, with that being said, all right, kick ass, let's get started. Let's check out the packaging first. Nice illustration. I'm an art major. I love my art. This one says 2 of 6 instead of 5, so it's interesting from the previous review of Scrapper where it said 1 of 5. Oops. All right, we got the side there. We got a Devi illustration on this side. This side just continues his artwork over, so it's kind of abstract. Right, top, typical stuff, blah, blah, blah. Nice package shot here. We got an illustration up here, blah, blah, blah. A little bit about Devastator and Bonecrusher here. And we've got words and blah, and I don't read. So, hey, that's enough for the packaging. All right, let's check out Mr. Bonecrusher here. Nice painted red eyes, silver face, little deco up here. Nice silver outlined symbol, which I'm always a fan of. It just makes everything pop. Check my side. They really streamline the kibble because that's Devastator's elbow, right? So it's much nicer than Combiner Wars. There's not really any hollow spots, really. The one thing I will say is his arms are stubby. His chest sticks out, so he has Prowl syndrome, which I say is when their arms just barely surpass their chest. And that is in part his forearms are just too short. They need to be like half a fist longer, and then his proportions would look, at least to me, a little better. But what are you going to do? Also, and this is with his fellow Constructicons as well, it's just so hard for me to resist painting. Like, I know treads like this are black and silver and muddy and everything, but I don't want to screw up his overall bot mode, you know? So the constant green just eats at me. I want to paint this all silver and gunmetal and black and get all the depth and the details of the tank treads, even though he's a bulldozer, but you know, the bulldozer treads. This little detail in here I want to paint black and then offset it with some silver or gunmetal or everything. And I do all that detailing, and then you transform him into Devastator, and he has all these pot marks of crazy details that will make Devastator look funny, but man, it's a struggle. I want to detail these guys so bad because there's so much of this green. But still, G1 accurate, right? Get up here. He can do a full exorcist. He can look up a little bit. He can look down a little bit if you move his shovel. He can look under his shovel, right? There's no back and forth. His stubby arms will do a full 360. Go all the way out on a ball joint. His elbow is a ball joint, so it can go bend that far and, you know, spin all the way around if you really want to get crazy. So, no waist articulation unless you move the bucket. Then he has waist articulation, which is just kind of weird. So I would say no waist articulation, whatever. So his leg will kick this far back if you're crazy. He can do the splits. He's got hip rotation, knee joint. His feet cannot swivel back and forth, but they can tiptoe if need be. and he has an ankle tilt. As far as his O weapon goes, here's his pistol. And that you can just stick right on there. All right, for transformation here, we will start with, we'll just spin these elbows around, collapse this up, this slot will go into this tab. So we just kind of find that happy medium of this arm bend here. Come on. There we go. Sometimes you got to push the elbow joint in a little bit. So rinse and repeat. Rotate that around. Bend this up. Rotate this forward. There you go. Okay. Let's see what else you got. We'll pinch these toes closed, right? And then going to pull him apart. Just rotate this up so you can see. This will pull apart. We'll take this bucket down. Bring this out. Like so. And we can rotate the noggin down. We can even bring this up. So now, bend this a little bit extra forward like this. And we want to mess with the arms. And I try to get the thing straight in my head. There. So, we just had to rotate this forward. And the shoulder will come across. Here's one side. Rotate this around. Bring the shoulder around. And then this tabs together here and here. Like so. Now this big tab will go into that slot here. Like so. All right, so now we're going to rotate this completely down, and it lines up with the forearm. And the legs, we have a tab here. It's going to go in there, right? So it's just finagling everything. Also, you've got these two tabs. I want to single this out because this is something that I did before the video that I wish I wouldn't have. The forearm part here is separate, and you got to slide it on. And there's a right way and a wrong way. And they definitely let you know. I didn't slide it back off. I don't want to mess something up or wear it out or something. But there are two slots here. One slot there, right? So if you're having problems getting the leg to transform, it's because you did it backwards. And that's not fun. So it will slide out, but I just don't want to add extra wear and tear. So you've got this tab, and then these two prongs going into these two slots. Right? Now this side, you've got this tab and this tab going into this slot, and this slot. Oh, you just kind of got to give it a good squeeze. There we go. Now, the bucket. This part folds down. This part folds up over it, and then there you go. So there he is to the side. 3/4 view, front on. Again, this thing just begs me to add paint details that I'm trying to not do. All right, as far as weapon storage, you can just peg on just like that. All right, now for a quick alt mode comparison here, we've got Unite Warriors Bonecrusher. You can see the yellows are a little, or the greens are a little different. This is more yellow, these a little more minty. I do like that they colored the inside of the tank treads purple. I don't know, something just, it's more satisfying. I don't know. It's in the front, to the side, to the back. As you can see, there's a lot of, like, I think shared CAD files, used here, which makes sense. I mean, they're the same character. It's just a scaling issue, right? So put him over here, the little guy right next to him there, and then we'll compare him with Grapple and Hoist. All right, a couple quick bot comparisons. Here he is with Unite Warriors or Combiner Wars Bonecrusher. You see there's a big scale difference here, right? He's a lot smaller, but his transformation, his bot mode is better in a sense because, like, I don't know about yours, but his Decepticrotch never stays together. I hate when they do any kind of split hip assembly like this. It never works out well. So that's a huge improvement. But his proportions make a little more sense. Look how much longer his forearm and hand are compared to this guy's. He's a little stubby armed, which is kind of a bummer. It does kind of make him look more like the G1 toy though, but they could have extended him out a little bit, I think. But anyway, well, let's get a little more detail in comparison here with these guys. So there's the front and the side and the kibble, the back kibble and the Devastator elbow. It works a little better than the previous incarnation. And we'll just check out the back kibble. He's a lot cleaner. The new one is a lot cleaner. So, all right, let's get this guy stood the best we can. We're here. And there, we'll put him in the middle. And we got our comparisons and Hoist and Grapple. And look, it's like they're all getting ready to go build a Energon Tower and fight over it. All right, what can I say about Mr. Bonecrusher here? I think he is a better individual bot compared to Combiner Wars, the version of him. He is a lot smaller, but his parts all function. Like I said, his Decepticrotch is not, as flimsy as the Combiner Wars Unite Warriors version is. It's not that he doesn't have issues, but like even the back kibble for, Devastator's elbow joint and things, it folds down and is a lot neater, so there's less back kibble. He's G1 accurate as far as paint schemes. He just has a weird proportion. Like I said, his arms are a little stubby. They could have made his arms, at least his forearms, just a little bit longer, and I think he wouldn't look as weird. It's almost like he's so wide, his limbs are not long enough. But again, this is another one where I'm sure there was, compromises to be made for the alt mode, the combined mode, so he's, like I said, individual bot, he's a big improvement from Combiner Wars. So he's got that feather in his hat, or in his, however that saying goes, whatever. I'm rambling. But I won't know which version of this is going to go on my shelf until I have all 6 of these guys, and I can compare them to Combiner Wars just for scaling and which I'd rather, which one I think is the definitive version. I won't know until I have them all in my hands. But until then, what's on your shelf? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, be good to one another, have fun, keep collecting, and I'll see you again real soon, right here on